Now for HOTU, we'll see what their Mirage looks like. I'd imagine this is it. This is the sort of the trendsetter. We're going to see what HOTU can do on a map like this. If they are going to be pug gods, they'll display that ability on the server here in this map. And Duke, he's off to the races. He's got 2.
Oh, the dualies over the smoke aren't connecting the way they'd like. Here's Big Vincere taking some shots just at a very small target, and that P2K cannot land. So Duke is going to stick around as he reloads with the bomb, which might have been ill-advised, but he's found his way up now, and it's just Snow against 4 at this B bomb site. NQZ and Big Vincere still far away from any assistance. And this feels like the pistol round for HOTU on the T side. Good entries coming up. Catwalk from Duke. I don't think there's a retake in store here. There's certainly no kits.
Locked out for the time being. Lampada able to follow up. Kato coming in, and a sharp pistol for HOTU. Kicks off with a juke double and closed by the Lampada double combined with Kato as 1. So now we get into the second round. No investment yet from paiN. Couple of coach stand-in situations at this event.
Yeah, and I mean, I was just looking it up because I was just kind of curious of Rick's, of like when was the last like matches he played. He played their 2 matches at IE at Melbourne, the 2-0 loss to Complexity, the 2-0 loss to FaZe. But then, I mean, before that, you got to go back to 2023 where he last stood in and played a game, and then you got to go back to 2020. He played 2 games in 2023 and 1 game in 2020. So, yeah, it's one of those coaches where the activity isn't there in recent times. So we'll see what he can do, what he can provide for the team. Good aggression from the CT side and completely trapping HOTU.
Brick's got a double as well, Jason.
Yeah, there he is.
Off to the races. Kato going to try and burn them out into the open. And he's going to go down to Snow. So we have paiN going 1 for 1 straight away with a force buy response. We'll see if HOTU decide to go for 1 as well. They didn't get a plant, so you'd imagine they will invest into this. NQZ. He's about to see the elbow. Okay, a lot of damage being done. Kato low in HP with 12 left. NQZ going back to try and finish them off, but Mizu and Lampada have taken 2 CTs with him. Snow chiming in. Oh, NQZ gets caught looking the wrong way. Tries to get a sniper back down into the site. Goes to the Deagle instead as he marches backwards.
Yeah, it's unfortunate he had to give up that ground because you can see all of his teammates are now stuck in market with him as well, but he tried to stay out as long as he possibly could before it became just too dangerous. And how do you get back into this now?
You gotta hope for a hero.
You need to pass the op over to Davideus and have him play passive and the rifles push forward.
Well, that's not happening. NQZ is just going to let the rifles move forward despite the low HP on David. He's going to move out into the open. Lampada, Kato looking to combine. Yuka taking a headshot onto Snow, and NQZ is just going to save the sniper. So not enough done on that B hold, and HOTU able to pop out and close. Mid utility dropping. One to the window, one to the top mid area. Mizu and Kato walking through the underpass. And they'll slip their way out because Zera, oh, over the top of the con smoke. It's going to be an opening kill for Mizu.
Jump spotting for information. He's got utility to drop. He's got Davideus here with him. Oh, they missed the timing though.
This is so bad. Oh, he gets caught. Kato able to come through. It's only 1.
Bro.
Oh, that's got to be that was poorly played, but it's got to be a save. And we've got a 3-3 score line.
Oof. And actually, they might not even.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that save is going to happen either. Yeah, Lampada.
If he wraps around them towards ramp, that could be spicy. NQZ looking at the op. He needs to keep it, and good shot. Good kill. Holds it in his hands. They've got money to drop weapons over. NQZ can drop, what, like 3 rifles in the next round, so they're all good. paiN will be buying again. Unless Mizu takes these guns away for no good reason. He's over in T-spawn now. Got him boxed in, crouched into the fight. Missed shot from NQZ. Shouldn't go back for more. And it should be a stalemate. So 3-3, we're all tied up for an A-hit. Pretty fast little pop. Smoke being put up. Nice execute coming in. Counter utility deployed by the paiN defense. And all the rotations and shifts starting to come in. As HOTU make their first move up a ramp.
They've blown open at the back of triple. A lot of damage being done inside of the site. Yoka able to get 1. Lampada, there we go. Lights out, lights on. He's got 2. As NQZ able to come back. It's not enough to put paiN in a competitive position. HOTU's Mirage looking good here. There's a rotation of Ricks coming through CT spawn, but not really backing him to get themselves into a winnable spot off of him.
No, paiN's getting cracked open right now. I mean, they had 3 players here. They had a solid defense. They knew what was coming, just couldn't hang on to it. Really nice kills out of Lampada coming out of Palace. Rick's going to investigate an opportunity for a retake. If he can get one quick kill, maybe you can build on top of it, but that's a tough angle over the smoke. And HOTU take the lead. It's going to be 4-3.
Well, I know a lot of people are excited about the fact that the coach for HOTU is the major winning Mo.
And much slower pace in terms of their scaling behind the utility.
Well, getting peppered down from underneath the wood. A lot of damage being done. NQZ again getting one shot on the sniper. He's going to require a little bit more help from his friends, though, and that's exactly what he's got. Big Uzera, 2. Snow picking up 1. It's only Kato left, pinned at Tetris. There's no way he can build his way out of this round. He's stuck, slipping in front of Sandwich. He's got a little bit of ground here, but would take a miraculous moment from Kato to even get close to winning this one. Gets onto the stairs, player. Oh my god, not like this, not like this. Okay, he's got the knife kill. Steps up, looks down in under wood, and would have taken something spectacular, almost Cadian-esque, to come out on top of that clutch. But
you can't win a 4th round like this.
You can't win round 4 like this. You got to deal with the Fisura. The Duke makes his way out mid. His 2 teammates coming out through the lower tunnel. Oh, the underpass.
Damn.
And Duke, yep. Eat that, NQZ.
What up, Duke?
A mouthful of lead. The only B player is Ricks. So the coach has to stand up here. He's got some help from Big Uzera. Oh, Ricks is coming through. I thought that was Big Uzera for a second, but it was Ricks up towards the apartments to take some Pada down.
Yeah, and that's half the attack. Now all you have is the catwalk portion of this lurk over towards Khan. That's Mizu.
And David's actually rotated over as well, so Ricks actually has some help. They're going to jump out, drop with a shot. Ricks knows he's in. So what? David goes down, so Ricks needs to step up instead. And oh my god, he's got it. Rick's doing a good job here at holding onto the B site. Yuka running in, trying to chase him down. They know the opposite side of the bomb site. Nice shot from Yuka. Is there anything else to offer up? Ricks is still here, trying to be a problem. Missed shot from Yuka. And if he had connected that on the rotating snow, he would have had a 1v1 up against the coach. Strong position for Kato, but he's going to walk through the smoke and give it right on over to Big Uzera. So that play doesn't quite work out for him.
Davideus is going to miss the timing with his aggression on catwalk, was just peering towards Khan, looking over the smoke, and just as he looks away, they slide in. But Big Uzera off angle. They know he's here, and it's Duke again. And now Davideus has got to slide out the window and try and do something, but smoke in his face, and paiN is locked out of this bomb site.
Duke's got some sharp shots on him.
Yeah, he really does. Mesa Asian Masters 2025. That was a long time ago. I thought that was going at the same time as you.
No, that would have been something.
That would have been something.
Yeah, 2 events at the same time. Duke Fisura in and around the top mid smoke. Look who's inside of it. It's Davideus. Davideus now coming through it. He's going to find himself that top mid player. It's Duke Fisura getting caught and cleaved away. Now 1 minute 30 left on the clock.
As individuals and as a team can find us the solutions to whatever we encounter. 5-on-4 right now, and I think the tough thing is any other day you might see paiN rotate that second player away from the B bomb site, but they're really trying to nurse Coach Ricks at this site, and at least in this round it's not going to haunt them. A defense stands tall, everyone wins their individual battles, and it's a 5-on-2.
There's Lampada. He's come out. David Slights knocked out Yuka. Second kill of the round for the side of HOTU all of a sudden. A little bit of a foothold being carved out, but with Yuka going down, Lampada needed both kills. Wasn't too far off getting that transfer, but goes down, and paiN will leave the first half with a 7-5 lead. Well, pistol round begins here at paiN now on the T side. Some utility for Snow. He's got a Molotov and smoke. What a game he's having. 15-4 right now.
Dualies on balcony, and 4 players to defend this. A lot of distraction to keep eyes away from the dualies.
Mizu ready to go. Jumping out right in front of him, distracted by the players inside of the bomb site. Oh god, it's only one. Kato able to get another, and then he goes down upon the peak. It's Yuka to actually fall in that fight. Juke off the top of the stairway. Oh no. You may have had 4 players in the right spot. You may have had the dual Berettas having opponents not even looking at him. But HOTU failed to take any of the advantages and opportunities that they had in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just nailed it. I mean, you had 4 players here. You had 3 players distracting for the dualies that only gets 1 kills, but you just don't get enough production from that defense, from that number of players at the point of attack. Not good enough. 8-5. paiN with a 3-round lead, and now they have the economic advantage in the first few rounds of this second half.
Let's see what they can do with this as they set up with a couple of players just as that Palace entrance. Kato up first. Duke is now leaving. In fact, they're both going to start dropping down that ladder and shifting the defense because Snow was selling that it was a B play. He's done a pretty good job at disrupting the defense, but the MP9 is still getting kills, and now they realize it was a fake, so they tried to barrel back in time. The bomb shifting away. Does not want to run into the A side. It wasn't a clean entry.
Oh, this has turned into an absolute disaster if you're paiN. Okay, try and recover this one. 3 on 4. You have no one in position to do a whole lot. You catch an isolated duel out in the open. Duke with an MP9 fighting up towards top middle. And now you've got another one. HOTU just gets pulled towards middle, and paiN have found the release valve. Double kill, and just 1 player, excuse me, 2 players here.
Let's see what Yuka can do, though. His teammate, yes, coming back over to Lampada, trying to arrive in time. Yuka, yet to be detected. They drop on him. There's another kill. There's an AK and a Molotov. NQZ getting 1 kill back through the wall bang, and Yuka's going to sprint into short, thinking that they might, in fact, come through the underpass. He's got the right read on that, because that's exactly where NQZ is. He's freed up space for that bomb to eventually get down in the site. Zero wanting to make sure his teammates in the apartments and has the ability to trade if needed. Not going to commit into the plant just yet. Yuka going into the open, and NQZ's reposition to the apartments pays off to close the round for paiN. paiN Gaming getting ready to go into this A bomb site. It's going to be a simple direct call with Zero on the lurk. There's the smokes, flashes. Nice execute to look at. Will it be effective in terms of getting into the bomb site? Absolutely. Yeah,
it's beautiful. Everyone's backed off from the defensive side of things. Bomb plant going to go down. Big Uzera lurking over in middle. Finds a nice kill. Good job onto Mizu. 2 players back at CT steps. 1 at the stairs behind the smoke. But still this bomb not going down. paiN happy to let these smokes fade away and go from there. And they might wish they chose differently. They might wish they picked a different option.
Bruh. How did it go so badly in the end? Like, so badly for paiN all of a sudden. All of those kills come in immediately on the P. 35. Yeah, not a lot of time here for paiN, and this could be another finish on the A bomb site that goes the way of HOTU.
It's basically the same thing, but this time they're not throwing an execute. They have all the utility, but they're not throwing the smokes and flashes. But they're still doing this A hit with Big Uzera lurking mid.
Kato off the top rope has taken himself 1 kill before being traded out by NQZ, but it's still a 4v3, 15 seconds left. Bomb making his way into the site. Oh, juke for Sora. He's won it. That's the bomb. That's the round. We're looking at 10-7. NQZ just trying to hang on to the AWP.
Rick's being the one to take all the risks. To let Snow follow up on whatever information he finds. Utility in mid, and up catwalk we creep. A boost up over the smoke finds a kill on Mizu. The opening provided, and now Yuka's feeling very alone at the B-bomb site.
Well, Ricks stepping up here for paiN. A really important kill. Big Uzera through the window, unleashes on Lampada. And we got Kato and Yuka stuck under the wood, so it's not looking good here for HOTU, or a real opportunity
I feel like that was
to
like
grab a 9th round.
That was like a 3 versus 5. It was like David, Big Uzera, and Snow, and then you had NQZ and Ricks almost just kind of like chilling. Or excuse me, NQZ and Snow just chilling with the bomb. Nice shooting from paiN, and good job. I mean, a lot of safe real estate they're able to gain and get in position to go for these frags and go for these fights. Perfectly done. Yeah, I think these last 2 rounds where they played like a more slow style of gaining some control. You know, they had that boost on catwalk to get a pick over the smoke. They had kind of the play up con earlier. These slower rounds have been super effective, so no reason for them to change the pace.
Okay.
And I can't believe that.
Yeah, that works. Just walk through the window, smoke, boost it up, no pause, just keep going. And KZ walks over Juke. Bigazera spams down Lampada inside of the site. Rick's now coming out of the apartments, not alone. He's got his teammates. And the B-bomb site under a lot of pressure is Mizu. Just hiding with a measly little FAMAS. Not the best map here, Mizu. Doesn't look like it's going to get any better for him. Rick's to dome in from the back of the bench. It's Yuka to give it a good go in the 1v4, but paiN Gaming have locked in the opening map of this best of 3. A team playing with their coach, it's been a very long time since they've got a series win.
Yeah, and I mean, I think more than anything as well is that they had some. This wasn't like the easiest game in the world. It wasn't the most difficult either. They had some challenges though. HOTU put him on the back foot a couple times, put him in tense situations a couple times. So good to see paiN respond like this in kind, and with the coach grabbing that first map 1 victory, gotta feel good as they're starting to get acclimated and more adjusted to the coach being in that seat rather than DGT. But paiN have a map victory here on Mirage, 13-8, powered by Davideus and Snow.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
Well, now there's like Timothy Chalamet lookalikes, Jason.
Oh, sweet lord.
Yeah, that was a big thing earlier this year. All right, here we go. Straight into the second map, into the pistol of Nuke. And we've got Bigazera running out into the site, looking for a heaven shot. It's going to be Bigazera taking 2, cleaving away the defense inside of the site.
As this is what I mean. Like Bigazera just charges out, chest open, takes open space duels, long range of the Glock, wins both of them. I think the conversation between maps for paiN had to have been, guys, like we played the first map really conservative because we didn't really know what to expect. We've seen what they've got now, and we can handle them without a problem. No one be afraid to press the issue. No one be afraid to go for a play. No one be afraid to take a fight. We can handle these guys.
I think that first map is going to sort of fill them up with confidence, and David to close on the double headshot right at the end. So we got paiN, pistol round collected.
1-0. And a stack outside for HOTU. 5 USPs, they're going to push it. Oh, there goes Snow. There goes another one, but NQZ able to farm up with the MAC-10. 3 kills in response, calls out information, and now's the move from the remaining paiN players. It's a 2v2, but this isn't not a close 2v2.
You have no way of getting back. What is that? All right, Bigazera.
Hacky boy.
Yeah. Love that. Well, Lampada coming around the back. Bigazera's got him locked in as well, so he's just going to back away, save the AK-47, and we see... It's Bigazera closing out on Duke. Advantage here for paiN Gaming. Ooh, nearly followed up on Yuka, needed to get away. He misses the shot on the secret player, and he's sprinting back down towards Decon.
Yeah, remember, he's got no armor, so he needs the headshot angle to really make this a fair fight, even with the AWP. Now he's got Mizu, who's looking to come down vents, but he's already kind of said, I've given it up. It's not really worth coming down at this point because I can't do anything to help you. You're just going to be stuck in vents. And meanwhile, while all this is going on, this is what I meant by CT side protocols. HOTU's doing nothing to address the lower bomb site.
55 seconds. That's all he's got, Kato. In the meantime, we can see just over the shoulder shot. They're both missing each other. David has come back. Now he hears the steps.
And he just peeked into the bomb site and says it's clear.
Well, it's not.
Well, through mini comes one, but as soon as David peeks into the site,
he's going to see him again. Oh, but the view model blocks him. He sees him just there. Now he goes over to the ladder. It's a bold move from Kato to try and get up the ladder so quickly. And Davideus is the man to step up in this round for paiN. But yeah, I mean, this is paiN kind of owning them at the moment. Fist bumps in. And comfortable start here for paiN. This is the biggest Zero fight outside. Confident to just fight them before the smokes go up.
Well, also, like, Duke should never be in that position at that moment either. There's that angle to it as well. Like, you just don't see that kind of a fight that often at Tier 1 Counter-Strike because players don't put themselves in that situation. So,
settling into a quiet and slow round. The outside smokes are deployed. No one's going to move in behind them. Snow's going to play close mini to try and get in towards the site with the rest of his teammates as they attack on a hut. But it's so far so good for Lampada and Juke. Yuka's op still waiting at the back of the site, and it's slowed down this paiN attack so much so that they've paused entirely.
Yeah, but they've given up door control. They've given up door control with that shift over. Mizu wanted to rotate over to be next contact after the AWP give away its position, and Big Uzera takes complete advantage, even with the bomb risking everything. So now they can disappear back away in towards lobby, over towards ramp, where it's Kato.
Oh, well, Kato's only got an MP9, so what can he really do here? He's peeked up, he's got one.
Going for another here?
He's sticking around, he's taking the risk, and he nearly gets away with a second kill, but it's just damage. Will that damage prove enough? Big Uzera throws the bomb away, goes into the fight. Juke Vasura goes down. What a kill from Big Uzera. And now the site's taken. Davide is locking the plant in, and Yuka inside of the ladder. He's coming back in on a retake with an AWP. Is not exactly the ideal situation here.
And this is why you don't take that second follow-up fight over on ramp room on that box with an MP9 against AK-47s. Just drop down and play the bomb site, and this is an impossible eventuality to have happened.
Well, Yuka up next. Here he comes. Smoke into the site, time ticking. He's got so many angles he has to worry about. It's just impossible to see a world in which he wins this, and he realizes time's too far gone.
Yeah, got given no gifts. Nobody peeking into him to give him a free kill to put him into a one-on-one, so has to bail out for the AWP. And paiN now inflicting it 4 rounds in a row. I think both of them died at the bomb blast, right?
If they get behind this box, nope. And there's no way that Davide can make it, but yeah, Big Uzera here ready to have the escape plan locked in. So 4-0 lead here for paiN. Let's see what he can do. Snow as he makes his way outside. He's got great space here.
This lobby control is so good for HOTU, though. The fact the AWP is allowed to have his back up to squeaky door is such a luxury. Oh, Duke just missed the timing, the information. Now he spots it, and he's got the read on Snow.
Back. Oh, God.
That's got to make you feel so silly.
Oof. Kato now up. If Snow won that fight, it might just be a disconnect from the server situation. But Yuka, here he goes inside of the smoke, going for no scopes, going for magic. Davideus goes, oh my God, they give it a chance. What?
No
way.
Like
Davideus is back in this again, and then Mizu appears out of nowhere to save it. But holy.
Oh, no. Okay, everyone settle down.
Well, that's the one round, Jason.
That's the one they needed. And boy, did they have to work for it. Actually, I mean, you have to say, good job taking lobby control. Duke even had a good read. That's an unfortunate fight and situation. This is just weird at the end of the day. But again, like, it's also... It's just like, you don't need to push in that smoke after that kill. Like, why? You've just actually put yourself in a position where you can't have information and you can't cover anything.
He's in the flow state. And here comes the... Oh my God, okay. Big Uzera, the battering ram.
Daddy's back.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I don't know if he was spotted. It looked like he might have been. Now stuck behind the silo. Smoke is down, so paiN's going to go patient. 5-on-4, plenty of time left in the round. One thing they're missing is utility. They've got one smoke left. They have to actually come to this lower bomb site and just smoke off either windows or doors.
Here's Duke. And there he goes. They come back up, they fight him. Now that's another pathway open if they desire it.
Well, that's the smoke they used. So Duke was playing in front of it and thought they'd drop down and tried to make the play. But I think the problem right now for paiN is with the lack of utility, they don't want to finish at the lower bomb site. But everything they've done in that round said they were going to end at the lower bomb site. But now it's about coming back up and just trading your way in and winning these fights. It's turn for Big Uzera to go on a hunt and investigate the lower site. Good kill from Mizu, but again, the lower bomb site is lost. Bomb is shifting over, and Big Uzera should be able to cut off rotations and provide safety for Davideus.
And they drop down into the site. They're going to commit into the plant. 25 seconds. Here comes Yuka chasing after them. Smokes out on the left side to give himself a little corridor of cover to move with. He's going to try and use it, the devastating effect down in the site. His teammate Mizu's connected on a headshot, leaving it all on Davideus. A clutch again needed. Continues moving forward. He's spotted. He can't win it. It's a cool move, but just too many targets.
I mean, really cool move. I don't think he never expected it in the world for the Alper to drop down in towards dark. Other than that, it could have been a really cool play, being quiet about it as well.
You'll never know the next move of HOTU.
This would be a hard flick to hit. A really hard shot for Big Uzera to hit as well, and he just falls off with the peak. So now they know at least 2 outside. Hearing plenty of deagles rattle off, and Duke is going to put one down. So this should be a round HOTU has no issues having control of, and indeed it's looking that way down the stretch.
Have you seen anything funny in the chat yet with the Teacup? Is he reported back, or is he giving up?
He's gone AFK. I think he went to the bathroom.
Maybe he's thinking.
Maybe he is.
Maybe when he's in the bathroom, that's when he does his best creative thinking. We'll wait and see. We've got Rix on the dig. He's caught by Mizu. And we are now looking at that 3rd round as expected. Kato. Waiting just on top of the ramp boxes. Here comes the push towards it. He's going to retreat further and further back into the B-bomb site. In the meantime, Snow's grabbed the opening kill of round 8.
Taking a lot of damage for it, but it's a nice find. That's Duke outside, so now the wrap towards heaven opens up. Options open up. 2 players have dropped down to defend this lower bomb site. Kato, oh, I think he gave his position away. He definitely did. Oh, what a mistake. Yuka's going to chime in, but he's the only one here.
Here comes Yuka to try and come back in. Quick shot to the chest. Rick's gone, so a 2v2 set up off the back of that kill. And with 48 seconds left, it's not even a retake at this point, as the bomb is not planted. Gotta jump your way up through secret.
Oh, this is weird for paiN.
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable situation. At least they've got a little bit of time. Like 30 seconds is doable. You've got to go back and get this pick on Lampada, though. The plant is coming in. Lampada timing. Okay, comes around the backside. That bomb plant's locked in, and this time it's NQZ for the clutch. Can he win it? 1v2, he goes into the rafters.
Oh, this is a tough place to be. You know the other player was over by Mini, so it could go vents. You're not super worried about ramp room, but you don't have a whole lot of room after that first engagement. This better be a quick first kill if he wants a chance at transferring.
NQZ has been doing his best working the rifle in this series. There's the first kill, and no problem for NQZ as he sinks both kills as they run into the site.
Yeah, beautifully done. Good hold up in the corner. Bails them out because paiN was about to be really frustrated after this sequence of rounds.
You hear Snow. The violent roar of Snow.
Yeah, Coach loves that play too. He's like, ooh, that's nice. I remember when I could do that. Big Uzera in the squeaky smoke hears the magazine running low and finds a great timing. And throughout this half, Big Uzera has just been more than willing to bully himself into every fight and every situation.
Outside fight not going well for Mr. Duke. He goes down to David. 4v2 as paiN guaranteed 6-3 here.
Duke's having a really rough time outside, and I'd like to see instead of bringing reinforcements over towards like lower bomb site, having 2 people doubled up there early, I'd love to see him get a little bit of support either from Secret or a second player outside, maybe Yuka with the op. Do something, man, that tempers this kind of aggression and this confidence from paiN in the outer portions of the map. Like, have someone at Secret so they can't just kind of take control so quickly. Have someone harass them. Do some flash peeks so they have to consider that down the stretch. I say down the stretch, but we're pretty much at the end of the stretch. There's 2 rounds remaining in this first half. This time, HOTU hasn't lost a player. They're playing 5-on-5, but they are playing without information. And you can see on the minimap in the X-ray, the defender in that upper bomb site playing silos staring straight up at heaven. Because they do not have the defense in store to stop this play.
A quick kill for Snow. He's going to keep walking, though, and I think Duke being boosted on the boxes is guaranteed trade kill.
And that should have let him know the final play is downstairs. If Snow's trying to connect with his teammates, if he's trying to go ramp room, he's trying to connect to go to the lower bomb site. 4-on-4. Easy still here and gets a little bit lost as the peek comes in. And there goes Duke.
Yep, off he goes. Out of the picture, Lampada and Yuka. This is after a timeout as HOTU was searching for a round that could get them into this half, but they're locked out of the vent. Cool flash, but Not gonna.
Cool flash.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be better than that. I thought it was like some sick lineup that was going to land down the vent. It didn't really do that.
Hey, if
either.
it landed, that would have been sweet.
Yeah. Well,
Save
not much to be happy about if you're HOTU at the moment. I just see everybody
Reminiscing on the flashbang.
Yeah, everyone's reacting to the flashbangs. I'm glad everybody thought it was cool as well. All right, round 12. Last round of the first half. We've got the AWP out for Yuka, really doing a lot of hard work to save that in the last round, hiding in the smokes. And we got Duke. He's had a tough time outside. Looks like it's not going to get any easier for him. He's going to burn slightly and then get blasted away by Davideus. Shot from Yuka. MP9 tees them up and drives them home. It's 2 kills from Kato as he'll switch out to the AK, and we got a chance to watch HOTU go to 4 rounds at the end of this half.
They have 2 smokes and a Molotov. And this position from Lampada is checkmate.
Lampada gets one and done. NQZ, can he clutch again? Can he clutch up once more here for paiN? Kato's so low inside of the site. But he's going to go for the commitment to the plant immediately, and that's going to cost him. So a 4th round taken right at the end of the half here for HOTU. It's not enough to feel good about things, but it's better than 9-3. Oh, good start to the pistol here for PGL. I'd make that 6-0 at opening duels, Jason.
Yeah, and he also, he did great opening duels. He also had a double kill on the T-side pistol, so pistol rounds on Nuke so far going really well for him.
Okay.
And NQZ, and Snow, and Rix, and paiN. It's 9-4, and that feels like the red carpet just got rolled out.
Yeah, over HOTU.
Look at that bromance building and developing.
That's so good. Well, here we go. Quick play to the top site. HOTU just charging in. 1-for-1. Lampada's done a decent job here. Kato coming in as well. It's not bad for the P250. 2v2 off the back of all of these early skirmishes.
Yeah, but haven't been able to pick up or salvage any weapons whatsoever. That's going to help him close this out. Finally, an MP9, but you've got Rix. Okay, he's called out the drop. Here's the footsteps. So now a 2v2 retake. Into the lower bomb site we go. Yuka's going to try and get some space towards ramp room to be in their face with the Tech 9.
Rix up close. MP9 going to work out wonders as PGL comes in on the follow-up. And we are now looking at the pistol round collected in the start of the second half here and converted.
Yeah, good job from Rix as well. Just understanding too, like, there's a bomb being planted, so as long as I, like, pretty much bum rush this as fast as possible, we kind of have a 2-on-1 here.
For HOTU. 2 Galils and AK, Scout and Tech 9. As you said, you have to invest. It's not pretty.
It's a lack of smokes after this wall, right? There's not a second wall to set up. If they want secret, they have to cross on this timing.
Well, they better make it work. They better make the wall work as they cross on over. It's going to be Davideus waiting inside of main. They charge in towards him. He keeps it clean on the first, then extends into the open, loses his life to Juke. PGL up next, and it's another kill for PGL. P250 switch to.
Go get it.
Run for it, and he does. PGL is having a game. He's confident. 11 rounds just around the corner.
Yeah, that's why I told you that conversation between these maps. I feel like PGL coming into this map just like, I own these guys. Like, we just played the first map. I know what to expect. They're not nearly as good as we don't need to respect them nearly as much as we did on Mirage. He came into this with an attitude. 18 kills, 7 deaths for the IGL, the captain of paiN.
Smoked.
I think if you have the idea of going through ramp, you're going through
Rix.
this as well.
This is the big moment. The Rix.
Oh, he got caught between 2 ideas. He was going to push to get behind the smoke.
And it doesn't work out for him. Luckily, he's got Snow.
And that just stops him cold. They're like, oh, actually, I don't want to be the next guy to challenge that.
Pada up next to the window. And he will go down to David, who gets traded by Mizu. But look at that little ratty play from PGL. Hangs around CT spawn, catches Duke walking past him.
I mean, Duke has to be sitting there thinking, like, why is he still here? Like, why is he just now leaving this box?
Well, 1 HP for Mizu. 100 minute left. And despite getting the opening pick towards ramp, really quick rotation from Snow. PGL playing in CT spawn, it's...
Oh, the sound cue.
It's worked out, yeah. I mean, even with the sound cue, it's...
Yeah, he's got 1 HP. He's not winning this, but, you know, the sound cue sucks.
Yeah, just confirms that it's over.
It is just kind of the worst.
It took a game against HOTU, but they did get their win. Here comes Kato, trying to fight Snow, but Snow lands on top and Kato's gone. So 5v4.
That's what I mean, man. Like, as this half has gone on and as this lead has just grown and ballooned to where it is now, like, look at Snow, just like rushing HUT and swinging, wide swinging for 1 kill and then running away. Like, they're playing with no fear at the moment. They know this game is in the bag. 4 versus 5. No smokes remaining. Good drop down from Lampada. Good flashbang from Mizu as well. That was over from Secret. So a little bit of positivity, but shut down quickly.
Oh, okay. A couple of kills followed up, and it's just Yuka and Duke left alone. HOTU have come into this event with hopes that are high, but it does not look like they're going to take the first step here against paiN today. It is going to be a 2-0 win for the South American mix of players, and with playing with a coach as well, I think it's a good result for paiN to get kicking things off early, not really breaking too much of a sweat throughout the series today.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's a good result for them, and they're going to be happy, and obviously ending that streak of 9 straight losses is critically important. So finally you get this feeling of a victory again for the first time in 2 months, but it doesn't tell us anything about this team. As you mentioned, the coach stand-in situation,